What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. It's been a tough year for everybody, but EA especially. Madden 22 was trending on Monday. Think about that. Madden 21 isn't out yet. I mean, find me one other game where people have to continually look forward to next year so much. I don't think you're going to find one. I don't know that I've ever seen a prior year game be overlooked to have the following year game trend. And I know somebody will say, but it's only 1,500 tweets. It's only trending in video games. Well, of course. Outside of that, how many people really care about Madden 22 right now? That's the whole point. But, obviously there's so many things going on in the NFL. It makes me wonder, you look back and obviously I know there's limitations. We all agree that there's limitations. But when I look at Chris Mortensen put out this report, Deuce Staley handling in-house head coach responsibilities while Doug Peterson is absent, makes me wonder, man, are we really even going to have a season? And if we don't have a season, what is EA going to do with their MUT refreshers? It's going to be a real challenge. But I also thought to myself, why don't fans look at this and ask, where is this in Madden? Why isn't this in Madden? It's a real question. And, I did the video yesterday where I talked about all the things that were gone from franchise. And you know what? Players that became coaches were there. I don't need to have coaches get sick. I don't need to have a Chuck Pagano story. Right? But I'd love to have Deuce Staley come back as a coach. It used to happen. Used to have these situations. Actually, somebody else tweeted me it. Anthony Davis here wants to be an icon on the team. And a lot of times these were the players that wanted to continue with the team after they were done playing. Every team has these players. Every team has these players. The Colts, Robert Mathis, David Thornton. Players that you never think would ever have left the Colts, in David Thornton's case did, and then come back and be really good coaches. And it's just completely void from the experience we have right now when it comes to Madden. And don't get me wrong, other games can do it. Other games can have coaches come back. But the reality is, until you give us a roster of real players that we're familiar with, that we understand, that we relate to, it doesn't have the same credibility, right? If you've got, another independent game on the marketplace and they allow quarterbacks or halfbacks to come back as position coaches, because, they have position coaches in the game. EA's not there yet, but don't get me wrong, they're working on it. They got a plan in place, guys. They're not fully committed yet, but they've got a plan, they think, almost in place to make franchise mode better. Does it matter the same? To me, I hate to say it, but it's not the same. Knowing that a player can come back in a game that isn't real players, maybe if I've got easier roster customization, it would matter, but I just don't think that it would. It's an interesting time. There's so many things that go on in the NFL that we say, oh, well, that's, come on. What's going on right now in the NFL? We can't have that in a video game. You're right, we can't, but that doesn't mean we have to excuse away all the other things we could have. Look at a coach coming back from being a player. I think the problem is a lot of people in this community are so quick to thank EA for anything. They overlook all the things that are gone. And that's what EA expects. They expect they can put anything out. They can have people jump all over it, fall in love with it, promote it to people, and then all of a sudden, it's a whole new world. All of a sudden, these are things that have never been in the game. Oh my God, I've got to go pre-order. And unfortunately, you have some people like myself that have been in the game long enough to know a lot of stuff they bring in isn't even new. Just talked about it yesterday with the yard. And a lot of the things that we expect used to actually be in the game. We're not asking for anything different. We're not asking for anything really new. Those things should just be there. There should be natural innovation from any company. Any company should innovate a product to get it better. And I just don't see Madden doing that. Haven't seen Madden doing that. Haven't seen EA doing that. When people talk about why Madden 22 gets trending, it's because Madden 21, in many ways, is already unsuccessful. People aren't looking forward to playing the game. They're not looking forward to the game because there's no real reason to look forward. Why would you go pre-order it? Because it has a new QB1 mode? Because it has a new arcade mode? A new soundtrack? A new cover? This year, I think we've talked about it more than ever. I don't even think people are going to be disappointed in Madden. Maybe that'll be the title of the video. I don't even know that people would be disappointed. They're already looking past it. They already expect it to be a letdown. They already have low expectations. Low expectations, to me, this year are the motto of Madden 21. And maybe that's exactly what I should have started the video with when you go back and see Madden 22 trending. How low are your expectations for this game? I waited to the end to get to the real point of this video. How low are your expectations for Madden 21 when you already have Madden 22 trending? It's a powerful statement to think about. And I also, I guess to wrap this up, have to say, not only is it a powerful statement to talk about, there's also so many things that have to be done before we even start to care. Years of programming. Years of refinement. I think we've learned EA more than anyone expects us to test this game. So if you're going to go through and you're going to start adding things in the franchise, there's going to be some real failure points. I mean, look at some of the failure points you have in right now. You know, in terms of trade logic, sim stats, team building. There's so many things that don't work right. Where, to be honest, I don't know that they can get enough people in there to run enough seasons to test it without actually sitting down and employing those people. You know, we can't continue to just make sure your game is broken and then ask you to fix it. And that's pretty much been the theme with EA. Selling us fixes. Selling us an improved game is the game we should have gotten. You know, it's ironic to me. You know, when you come out and you try to tell me, hey, we improved all these things. Well, if you put them in the game and they're good, you don't have to improve things. When you have a plan to put something in the game and you execute it and you have a quality product, you don't have to go back and tell somebody the following year we made it better. I was always under the impression when someone says new and improved, that means they realized, hey, if we don't make this better, we're not going to sell it anymore. So whenever you're in, you know, a restaurant or wherever in a grocery store, and you see a product that says new and improved or better recipe, what does that not tell you about what it was before? Oh, that was awful. Oh, nobody was buying that before, so you figured you had to project out to me that it's new, improved, and a better recipe because now hopefully I'll try it and I think it's good because no one did prior. Every year Madden comes out, they sell you the same exact process. Madden is a new, improved recipe of a video game. Madden is a better recipe of a video game. It's not a better product, it's just the same concept of what they're doing with little minor things designed to make you feel like they did a whole bunch to make it better. And the fact of the matter is, I think this year more than ever, the customers are just not going to respond to it. And I'll tell you, if there's no season, this game may have no chance. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. I appreciate you checking it out. And you know I will be back whenever I want to talk to you about football games. Sometimes I really don't even have an actual concept in my mind of what a video should be. I just turn on a microphone, I look at some images, and I start talking to you guys. And I don't know why, but I appreciate the fact that you enjoy it. In the week, with more commentary.